Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, Cup the Universe, and we are back with a quick discussion. And right now it's gonna be you hear the bird, right? Nature is talking to me. You see what I'm saying? I love it. It's just beautiful. Um, the internet versus TV, man. What's going on? Why is it that TV fame seems to be a little different than internet fame? Why is it that internet fame seem to always bring conflicts and end up in really bad situations versus the stars on a television show? They don't really deal with that. So now what's the issue here? What's the issue? Now, the internet is pretty much real time. You got live, you can go live directly as you are, and it's like a day-to-day kind of thing. So it kind of shows the progress, right? Now, actually, you're in it on the TV, right? Is like syndicated television shows, right? Sometimes you might get something that's live, right? Sometimes you might get something that's a documentary or something, but a lot of times you'll get repeats. Now, what protects the repeats? Anybody notice something about television? Let me explain something about TV, right? Um, First things first, it always lies to you, right? Because first of all, on a TV show, the actors' names are not the names that they're being called on a TV show. Unless for some strange reason their name has more credibility than the actual movie name, story name. They're giving their real name if they name draw people, right? Um that bird is talking, man. He talking, man. I usually answer back. I try to do a little whistle. Like I'll be like, and he usually responds sometimes, but what was I saying? Yeah, TV, syndicated programming, right? So you don't know their names, right? Actually, you do know it in the credits, but how many people call a TV star by the name of its character versus is their real name, right? Also, the settings be set up, right? So they got a set, so they can make it look like this big giant house. They can go out and shoot, film a nice location, and you see a big house, and then they just cut to being inside, which would be the set, right? It's another lie. They're not even where you think they are, right? Um, and what else? What else? What's like the main thing with the internet, with the television? TV, like you don't necessarily watch them grow unless they show is consistently on. Like if they season 400, or you like the Simpsons, you got like crazy seasons. Then you can see them in their growth, right? Or sometimes a TV show will have, like, for example, Blackish, where the kids they're little, and then it'll do Grownish, where the kids grow up, or Fuller House versus Full House, right? What happens though? A person can be caught watching television, watching repeats, watching, let's for example, you know, I don't know, let's say the Cosby Show, right? Or other shows, but let's just use the Cosby Show. The little girls on the Cosby Show are little girls, right? But you watch them on TV, and all you see them as is little girls, consistently, repeatedly, right? Because it's a show, it's a repeat. They've been filmed it, they just re-airing it. It still gets good views, right? And you don't know what's going on with that actor versus actress, right? Or even the directors, or even the owners. Like you never know what's going on with them. But as far as like the actors, you don't see them grow. You see the show when they was hot, when they was little, and then you constantly see that, and then in your brain, you constantly remember them as being little. That's why sometimes when celebrities pop out and they be full grown ups, and you be like, damn man, they grew like I last time I seen them, well, I remember seeing them on the TV is like little Rudy, or you know what I'm saying, Olivia, right? They like in their 30s now, right? Or 20s, late 20s, early 30s. So that's what protects them, right? Because they're on TV. You don't see no real super duper shines. You can't pull up to the set. You know what I'm saying? And say, okay, if they do got super duper shines, I'm gonna yap them. You can't really do that. You don't know when they filming. You might know what studio, but not what studio. And you definitely don't have clearance to get there, right? So besides that, if they're not showing you it, you don't even think they have it. You be thinking like whatever. You know, and a lot of people just think anybody on TV make mad money, but you know, we know there's differences in contracts and situations. But so that protects them, right? Because every day that goes past that you see them, you still see the same person, but that's not who they are now. So you don't really know what they look like when they grown. You can walk right past them and not really know them. You don't know that they're famous because they're older. You won't be seeing them like that, especially if they only was a childhood star and they never became a star as an adult. You see what I'm saying? So that affects your vision. It affects your perspective on this person. Now on the internet, it's real time, but even if it's episodes, it's still kind of real time. Because every day you gotta film it. Every day you gotta release it that same day. It's not like you film 20, 30 videos and then you just start releasing them calculatively, right? And then it's like, you know, you already older than those films, or, you know, you ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like you transition, they can't really spot it. You see what I'm saying? But when they see you with chains on and they see you like constantly and the numbers go up, so they automatically assuming money, right? So that's where the internet is funny. The internet is too like direct with it. There's no buffering in between. The TV is a buffering. Like you don't see the celebrities in real life every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a buffer in there. It makes them more exclusive versus an internet dude, right? It's like, yo, you can run into them in the corner store. You know what I'm saying? You still a regular person. You see what I mean? So that like that's why a lot of rappers, a lot of internet personalities get got up because the information that they're projecting, right, is like, yo, son, you're gonna get yourself caught up. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. On TV, they don't even release the films, the shows when they filming them. Like they be having a set schedule. You know what I'm saying? So usually it'll be the next season when they start dropping, so they can work on the season after, and they can always stay consistent. Now the internet and the TV, right? The internet has become the show me state. Because what I've realized with the internet, and even on TV too, you know what I'm saying? But more with the internet, because it's more personal, it's more like you're more acceptable, you're more accessible, more accessible to others. You know, with the internet, it's like, okay, show me or it's not real. Like, yo, anything somebody else say, I have to doubt it before I accept it because it just can't be real. They didn't show me. So a person might be a millionaire, right? Come on, internet, never tell you they're a millionaire, wear like, ran down clothes, and the internet is gonna say, oh, they're broke. Same thing as if I was to just appear in an Airbnb and a couple of plane flicks, walk in front of a plane, take a flick. I'm at the Airbnb somewhere nice. I'm filming. If I put the illusion up on the internet, you'll believe it. You'll dead ass believe that shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. The internet is so like show me, right? That is like, yo, you believe anything. And if a person doesn't show you, you don't think it's valid, but it might be valid. And what a person does show you, you think is valid, but that might not be valid. See what I'm saying? Like the illusions, the trickery, the buffoonery with the jewelry. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to express too is that, yo, don't judge somebody by what you see them on the internet doing. That's like the biggest, silliest prejudice presumption a person can make. Like not really knowing who they talking to because it's behind a, everybody is a group of bad apples that make the internet kind of terrible with the trolls and all that other stuff. Then you got people that's lurking, that's scheming, that's like, yo, if I catch you on a live somewhere, you out of bounds, boy, and you got all that heavy metal on your neck with the nice diamonds, coming for it, right? Not a lot of people can be like a person like me where it's like, yo, I like Sunchain nice, yo, salute to you, bro. Because I understand the work that you got to put in to even get certain things. Unless you yapped it. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, that's even work too. You know what I'm saying? It's not work that I condone now, but it was work that I used to do when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And I was really good at it too, by the way. But yeah, so don't get caught up in what you see and what you don't see on the internet, B. The internet is an entertainment place. Most people come on the internet to look the best they can. You see what I'm saying? Because they want the attention of others. See, the internet, the TV shows people how, oh my God, yo, you could become a star and people, everybody watch you. But the TV is force fed, meaning the TV goes to everybody. The TV is like recommendations, but like the show itself. So it's like you're gonna see it. Like on the internet, you can scroll right past something. You can do it on TV, you can turn the channel, but ultimately the program is gonna come through before you turn the channel. Versus on the internet, you gotta kind of pick the content that you want to see before you see what's up with it. So I'm saying, so I just want to express that, you know, don't be believing like everything you see, and don't always assume because you don't see it that it ain't valid. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I'm in a balance where I don't have to show things, but then sometimes I do show things because I understand like people really need that visual stimulation to kind of like show them like, yo, son, this person is doing things that, you know, other people may not be really doing, or they're doing things that starts, you know what I'm saying, some kind of energetic movement, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. It's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's definitely not. Like, I care less. You know what I'm saying? But nothing but love to everybody and blessings to everybody. But that's the difference between the internet and the TV. This is why the internet get niggas clapped, get niggas robbed, and all that other stuff. And the TV kind of doesn't, because you can't really catch the time frame to point them out, to be like, yo, okay, listen, they're gonna go at the studio and film today, and this and this and that and that, and they got the heavy chain, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio walking around with the 30-inch Cuban on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even hear people talking about Leonardo DiCaprio like that. So why is it that all melanated beings be in that world where it's like, oh, the internet, we use it, now everybody, oh, look at the chain, oh, look at this, oh, and then they just start getting all kinds of, you know, all kinds of, you know, bickering and shit that don't even, it's not even conducive to like the growth of actual people. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to express that, because I've noticed with illusions, people always say that they can spot illusions. But it's like, you know, if an internet, or, you know, even like TV shows that come on the internet with like higher budgets and able to do, you know what I'm saying, they can get on here and make the illusion look so great. And you will run for it. You believe it. A lot of artists do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hip hop artists do that shit. See, artists like me gonna keep it real. I just be like, nigga, listen, I've been trying since forever. I've been getting shit done, but you know, it hasn't been working out in the way I wanted. And I'm cool with that, because the fact that I get up and make it and get it done is the value to me. That's the payment. Like, I can always tell myself, yeah, I did that. I could do that. And even if even after that, I could say, you know what, I did that, but it ain't even that serious. It's all good. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have that, I must clean, Like, I'm not really with that shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I understand a little deeper than, you know what I'm saying? So I just be on some, all right, look, man, whatever. Like, I can always create new. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter about a copy. It's like, yo, I could just always read. And then after a while, if it's always copy and everything, then it's going to prove itself to be a copy or a replica. You know what I'm saying? Or a creator and not the originator. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It's your boy Cups the Universe, a.k.a. Poet Lounge, a.k.a. PD Mossberg. And I just wanted to say that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of confusing energy as far as everybody wanting to, you know, I don't know, be the first at something, or, you know, run everything, or I don't know. But like me personally, I only control myself. So like it's hard enough to control myself. Imagine me trying to control everybody else, like all of y'all. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't even attempt to do that. You see what I'm saying? I just can control myself. And by example of me controlling myself, it expresses out to somebody else maybe wanting to control themselves too. Because ultimately, the world is suffering from a lack of self-control. I said it. That's it. It ain't all this, if it's spookyism and it's all this other stuff and all the, you know what I'm saying, which is valid, but I'm just saying it because some people don't believe it, and I don't want people to think, you know, conspiracy theory, because, you know, COVID virus to those people that was talking about, yo, this is not good for you and all that, whatever, right? They was considered conspiracy theorists, but they was right. So isn't a conspiracy speaking on something that's not accurate? Like bridging the pieces of a puzzle to make something sound like something, or put a bunch of pieces together to make something sound like something, but it's not valid. So was COVID a conspiracy theory, or was it just people that knew the truth and other people was trying to make it a conspiracy theory? You see what I'm saying? How genuine is your sovereignty? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just want to express certain expressions, because it's like, all right, you know, what makes something true? What makes something not true? If everybody wants to hear it, but it's a lie, is it true? If everybody doesn't like it, but it's true, is it not true still? You know, if people don't like you, but you're telling the truth, are you still not telling the truth? Or if people like you and you lying, are you and they go with everything you say, are you still not lying? You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, those little things that I have in my mind, but, you know, the internet versus the TV, and why, like, TV stars and stuff don't really be going through all the issues as far as the internet people do, because the internet is a lesser form of clout. Internet is the clout between everybody that's accessible to you, that you just may not see or you may not travel to see. TV is the elite group of people that they handpick from different schools that study these crafts, that learn these arts, that learn, you know what I'm saying, maneuver the way they like them to maneuver, and then boom. So they're not in the same predicament as you, because even though we're all here, how many stars is really accessible to you? How many times do you just walk outside and run into a celebrity though? But you can run into an internet person, like. But now a lot of internet people are starting to get like conscious of what, you know, a lot of attention brings, which is similar to what, you know, celebrities deal with, but they deal with it on a higher level. You know what I'm saying? So once again, it's your boy Cups the Universe, man. Always love, forever love, man, to all beings on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Even the bad ones and the degenerate ones. It's still love here for them. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they gotta act right to get close to it. But if they don't, then they'll just be loved from afar. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and I'm working, so I'm gonna be busy for a while. I'm gonna be coming up with new ideas. I'm back into my bag. I'm back into my creative energy. You know what I'm saying? That full moon really released a lot of blockages. So I won't have really no more blockages. At least in my mind. Nothing that happens is gonna become a blockage to me. It's just gonna become something to step on or step over. You see what I'm saying? So, yo, once again, it's your boy Cups the Universe, man. Peace.